Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Force Feed for this Tuesday, February 28th. Today we will be discussing Quantum Conundrum coming this summer, Hydrophobia studio closing shop, a new white 360 Kinect Bundle, Killzone 3's free-to-play multiplayer now available, and HBO GO coming to Xbox Live. Square Enix announced today that Quantum Conundrum is planned for a summer 2012 launch. Quantum Conundrum is a first-person puzzler being developed by Kim Swift and Airtight Games. Kim Swift is of course noted for her work on Portal, and although this game shares similar gameplay aspects, it is promised to have an entirely different feel. The game will be available on Xbox Live Arcade, PlayStation Network, and PC. A report on GameIndustry.biz states that layoffs have begun in preparation of future closure for Hydrophobia developer Dark Energy Digital. Stated to be in deep debt, employees are concerned about whether or not they will be receiving outstanding pay from the company. Hydrophobia performed poorly at launch, and although the company implemented many fixes and dropped the game's price, it simply never saw the numbers needed to stay in business. It is certainly sad whenever a studio closes, not only for the fact that it means less games for us gamers, but also because people will be losing their jobs. And although this isn't the first time something like this has happened, let it be a cautionary tale for any developers and publishers that putting out an early product before it is finished and polished has its consequences. Now, I would like to know how you guys feel about studios like Dark Energy Digital closing as a result of a game's poor performance. I mean, you can't just give up on something after one poor performance. Today, Microsoft announced the Xbox 360 Special Edition 4GB Kinect Family Bundle. The bundle will cost $29.99 and comes with a white 4GB 360 console, Kinect sensor, wireless controller, and a copy of Kinect Adventures, Kinect Sports, and a 3-month Xbox Live Gold subscription. With reported news being that we might see the next generation of console within the next couple of years, I don't really expect them to sell very many of these. It is pretty wise of them to target the family as opposed to the hardcore gamer, as any informed individual isn't likely to be purchasing a console anytime soon until the next generation rolls around. Now, what are the chances that you or anyone you know is actually going to purchase something like this, or do you just plan to hold off for another couple of years until the next generation comes out? Killzone 3's free-to-play multiplayer was released today, along with the announcement of a double XP event this weekend. Now a standalone product, Killzone 3 multiplayer includes the Operations, Warzone, and Guerrilla Warfare game modes. Free access is available to everyone up until you reach Sergeant Rank 1, at which point the game will cost $15 if you wish to continue. The double XP event this weekend will not be granted to people playing the free version of the game, this of course helping incentivize a purchase. HBO GO will be available to Xbox Live users in a little over a month. The service is expected to be available on April 1st and requires an HBO GO subscription. So when the Game of Thrones RPG comes out, you can now watch Game of Thrones and then play Game of Thrones. Although you're probably going to want to spend more time watching Game of Thrones, since chances are the game, Game of Thrones, will be pretty bad. I mean, I'll give it a chance, but chances are it'll be bad. Alright guys, that is going to do it for today's episode of the Force Feed. As always, I thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned tomorrow for another episode, keeping you up to date on all the most recent gaming news and announcements. Once again, this has been Force, and you've just been force-fed. I mean, come on. One poor performance, and you're just gonna call it quits. That's it. We're all done? One time. Once.